Let's talk rights. Let's talk taxes. Let's talk equality. All right. So, you're a part of the community. You live in that community, and that community is called America. You work, so therefore you pay taxes. You buy something, you pay taxes. You fight, and you join the military to serve. And you are giving credit for that. You help with intellectual labor and physical labor to help the country, i.e., the community, i.e., America. You have scientific peer-reviewed studies and research which states certain things, such as, you know, biologically, if you're attracted to another man or another woman, or your biologic imperative is that if you're born a man, but you have female, female gender sympathies, well, that's a scientifically backed peer review. That doesn't mean that you don't pay your taxes. That doesn't mean that you don't serve your country. It means nothing. There is no religion in that. It's a biological scientific fact. Your subjective views to discriminate on that means that you are discriminating against the money that they put in to the community. It means that your view is that even though these people are paying for the programs with their taxes, with their labor, with their physical labor and their intellectual labor, in what they purchase, that means you're saying that your taxes, your labor, your part of the community is irrelevant. That you are not, in fact, part of the community. You are not, in fact, contributing. You are not doing anything, and that you are not part of humanity. Thereby, you are irrelevant, and you are. We are allowed to discriminate. We are allowed to punish you for a biological imperatives. Studies and research have shown that being gay is not a emotional thing. It's not a ideological thing. It's a biological imperative. So, based on this, through the true fundamental terroristic nature of religion, you are projecting, and you are listening to the criminals who are pushing these falsehoods, these lies, these horrible falsehoods, these horrendous atrocities, these lies. You cannot accept their labor, their money, which they brought about with their labor, and say you are not entitled The same thing with the minority communities, especially the black community and the indigenous community. You cannot say, and those are part of America. They are Americans. And you cannot say that due to your skin color, that you, even though you pay your taxes, even though you serve in the military, even though you provide for the American community, that you don't matter because you're not one. You're not accepted. And I feel very strongly that we have the territories. I mention territories constantly. They are allowed to provide money to build our community, to support our community. They are allowed to fight for our community, and yet they are not part of the community. And if they're part of the community, it is a very superficial way, which is meaningless for those Americans living in the territories. If you pay taxes, if you serve, if you can give your life for the community of America, then you are entitled to be Americans. You are entitled to have a voice. You are entitled to marriage. You are entitled to the tax breaks. You are entitled to the services that you pay. You are entitled to be the government, because the government is us. It is our collective community of America. And to say otherwise, due to religious bigotry, due to personal bigotry, then you are in the wrong. Then you are the oppressors. And you are the terrorists. And if you will not grow beyond your own self-serving intelligence or lack of intelligence, and you will not be open to it, you will not grow and evolve to become a human being, understanding what equality and fairness is, then you are the oppressors. You are the terrorists. So long as you stick to natural law principles, natural law morality, natural law ethics, and you strive to stay true to that, then you are working towards being a human being. And you are trying to leave behind the animal in human animal. And therefore, you become the patriot, the hero, the ones seeking justice and equality. Because you cannot do otherwise and claim to be other, because that is oppression, that is slavery, that is serfdom, that is making somebody peasantry. You cannot state you are human and then do as animals do. So, let's stop being the animals and let's start being the humans that we know we can be, that we all aspire and strive to be. Leave animal nature behind. Think with clarity and be the potential of the human being that I know each and every one of us is capable of. And there we will find peace. We will find justice. We will find equality. We will find purpose. We will have direction. And we will grow. We will wake up excited and find ourselves truly living and not subsisting and surviving. Thank you for your time.